Good day, lords and ladies of the internet. I am your host today, the Parafox Archangel, the English gentleman of the internet, and I welcome you all to a new game, The Banners of Ruin. I got this game in my Humble Bundle Monthly, and I didn't know what it was. I looked at it and thought, this is actually the type of game we usually play on this channel. And I must say, upon turning it on, I love this intro music. It just feels so nice. So, let's just get ahead and get straight in. What do we have? A new campaign. So what do we have available to us? We have a mouse and we have a bear. We can get a bear or a mouse or a bear, or we can just get someone without a character, but a mouse and a bear, or a bear and a mouse. Bears have talents and passives focusing on high upfront damage. Mice have talents and passives focusing on multi-strike attacks. Well, clearly I need to, get them. Play the tutorial, quickly. The Blackfoots have been dealt a mighty blow by the fearsome House Ender. Landon seeks his revenge. You and others loyal to the cause have been tasked with bringing the great city of Dawn's Point to its knees. But odds are against you. I mean, sure, that makes sense. Party information. This hotbar displays the number of cards in your deck, the number of members in your party, and the florins in your possession. So, cards, party members, money. Yeah, this is a deck builder game, guys. Try clicking the deck. Your deck. These are all the cards you can take into combat with you. This includes any cards your characters are carrying. If they die, the cards go to. Right. Try clicking the party screen. Party screen. Here you can see all the characters in your party. It's a small party for now. You're in bad shape. Try selecting a character. In this view, you can see all the cards a character has equipped. This card has the crude hatchet equipped as their primary weapon. Okay, crude hatchet. 1, whatever the hell it is. 0, that. 8 damage. If this breaks the target's, I assume, defense, gain 2 charge. The next time this character attacks, or for every attack in a multi-attack, the damage is increased by the stacks of charge. Charge is then removed. Okay. Crude hatchet is a one-handed axe, as indicated in the top right of the card. Axe. Their secondary slot is free, and you could take another one-handed weapon card. So dual-wielding. Two-handed weapons, great swords, great axes, bows, crossbows, etc. take up both weapon slots. Your campaign takes place across several streets, each with an elite enemy at the end. Each lane in the street leads to a service. Once you're done with a service and fight the elite, you'll move on to the next screen. Right. Campaign cards. It looks like some guards in your way. Though the cards on the left and the right have counters. After selecting a card, any counters on the remaining cards will tick down. When they reach 0, they will be removed from the street. Heal up. Your character is badly hurt, and you should take a herbal remedy and heal up if you're going to survive the next herbal remedy. The last remaining Blackfoot brew you brought with you is leaking, but the foul liquid will still work its magic. Okay, there we go. And then because of that, I can't use the other ability. You need to regroup with your companion, who must be somewhere in the center lane. You'll have to resolve that combat to see what's further down the street. Prepare for combat. Right. Vitality/armor. Vitality is a character's health. If it reaches 0, the character will die. Vitality persists across combats. Defense is granted by a character's armor and blocks damage. This is applied at the start of each combat. Better armor can be acquired later in the game. Stamina and will. All your characters have a stamina left and will right. Stamina replenishes to max value each turn. Will does not. Cards cost stamina and will to play. A character can only play a card if they have enough of each stat. Right. Enemies come in different shapes and sizes. They have vitality and defense just like you, but use a range of abilities. You can see what an enemy will do on their next turn by looking at their intent. These enemies intend to attack you for 8 damage each. You can see who an enemy is targeting by hovering them. Their target is outlined in red. Right, okay. Enemies attack in the order of their position. These enemies are on the front rank, but you'll encounter others on the back rank too. Weapon cards. Weapon cards can only be played by a character wielding that weapon. The symbol at the top of the card matches the character's symbol. Try using a crude hatchet to attack the enemy. Okay. There we go. Status effects. Your character gains charge. Charges a status effect. Right. Multi-attacks. Some cards deal several attacks at once, such as Rush, which deals 1 damage 3 times. With multi-attacks, charge is applied to each attack in the chain. Try using it on an enemy. Not bad. No mercy. You've showed them. You're out of stamina, but one of your cards costs 0 to play. Time to use it. Deal 6 damage to the enemy with the lowest vitality. Ending your turn. You can't play any more cards, so you should end your turn. At the end of your turn, all cards in your hand go to the discard pile. At the start of your next turn, you will draw cards to your hand from your draw pile. Yada yada, usual way we play a deck builder. Safety in numbers. On turn start, if this character has 3 or more allies, then their defense is their armor is raised to 10. Ooh, okay. Finish him.
Finish him!
Combat reward. I like how it just said finish him. Combat rewards. At the end of combat, your party is rewarded XP, split between the characters. You may also find some money and a choice of card. Pick a card you'd like to add, but you don't have to. Ah, so we're just going to go with the usual problem I have with deck builders, in that I always pick too many cards. You emerge victorious after 3 rounds. That took 3 rounds? Level ups. Your character leveled up. When a character levels up, you can choose to give them an extra point of stamina or a will. They will also unlock either a talent or a passive ability. Talents and passive ability. Passives are status effects that are pre-applied to character each combat and cannot be removed. Talents are cards unique to that character that only they can play, just like weapon cards. Go ahead and select your character and choose the rewards. Upgrade, stamina, or will. Probably stamina. Feels more useful. I think I'll go with Eager Strike. Okay. So, what do we get? Congratulations, you emerge victorious, revealing your companion. And select an old friend to add them to the party. Any cards he's carrying will be added to your deck. Ambush. Oh no, you've been ambushed. Ambush blocks all the remaining lanes. Resolving any one of these cards removes them all. Fair enough, then. Prepare for combat. Enemy ranks. Enemies are in different ranks at rank attacks. Enemies on different ranks attack on alternating turns. The next rank to attack is indicated by the red bar at their feet. If you kill all enemies on an active rank, your opponent's next turn is skipped. Multiple characters. Cards are played by the active character. Cards can only be played if this character has enough stamina and will. Weapon and talent cards can only be played by their wielders. Cards in your hand are highlighted if they can be played by the selected character. Select your companion. Sparring sword. Great, now that your companion is selected, you can play their weapon card. Attack the entire rank. Okay. Incoming. Whoa, look at that damage. But wait, if you hover the front 2 enemies, you'll see they both intend to attack your bear. That's going to be a lot of damage. Some cards will apply extra defense, but an even better option would be to evade the attacks altogether. Targeted intent. When you hover an enemy, any targets they intend to attack are highlighted, but an icon also appears in the center of the screen, indicating how they are targeting you. This icon means they'll attack the front... This icon means they'll attack the frontmost character in the indicated lane, and is the most common type you'll see from enemies using melee weapons. Fortunately, this means this type of attack can be evaded by moving to another lane, or by moving a character behind another. Just make sure the front character can soak the damage. What a stroke of luck! You've drawn Withdraw, which lets you move a character to another position. This will consume your bear's single point of will for this combat, but avoids them taking significant damage. Play Withdraw to move your bear to another lane. Okay. Switch characters. Fantastic. Now your bear is safe, but they're out of stamina. You should switch back to your mouse. Lacking damage. We have Rush in our hand, but without any charge. It doesn't deal very much damage. Thankfully, mice have another trick up their sleeves. Race abilities. Each race of animal has their own ability, unique to them, which can be used at any time in combat by spending 1 will point. You can hover over the ability button to see the description on, The mouse's ability reduces an opponent's stacks of charge and fury. Look out for that later in game. But also your character gains 3 charge for every hit in the attack. Click the ability at the top of the button to activate it. Now you could either play Rush or Strike, each leading to a slightly different outcome. Try playing Strike against one of the front enemies. This will only trigger your ability once, but sets you up for more Rush. Fantastic. Now Rush will deal a total of 12 damage to its target. It will be a waste to attack the remaining front one, so play Rush against the rear opponent instead. Why would I do that? That's not the good move. The good move is to attack him so we can avoid the damage altogether. Which we did because they were attacking the bear. Play your remaining cards to finish off the enemies. Okay, glorious, easy and to the point. What have we got? Poison. Deals damage equal to stacks of poison at the start of the enemy's turn. Increases by 1 each turn. What do you mean by increases? So you mean poison in this game actually is just a death sentence? Tooth and Nail. Ruin all cards in hand. Deal 5 damage for each card ruined. Banished. Banish. I think I'll take the poison. That seems stupid. Congratulations, you completed the tutorial. From here, in a typical run, you would enter the city and continue your foray into the streets of Dawn Point. It's time to wage war on House Ender. Quick, to the point, let's just begin a game then. A mouse and a bear, let's play. Right, Forgotten Tunnel. Raucous laughter echoes down the dark, damp tunnel. The Enders won't expect a thing. Ooh. Forgotten Tunnel. You emerge from the black and find yourself in one of the guard bunks. Where the devils did you come from? You can't be here! Interesting. So the bear's got tons of health. Has got not as much attack as not as much defense as the other one. Interesting. But it does have more base, what am I calling it? Okay. Glorious, let's go. You attack. The bear takes 8 damage. Now then, you're attacking the bear again. Stab. Applies 1 bleeding. At the start of their turn, this character takes vitality damage equal to the stacks of bleeding. Ticks down by 1 each. Right, okay. Spawns take cover. Alright, so if the mouse takes cover, and then you can apply armor to the bear, that means the bear can then do this. Does it apply at the start of their turn? So yeah, I think I've just won. Right, what's the bear's ability? Remove all stacks of bleed, crippled, poison, and winded. Gain 3 armor per stack. Okay. Alright, glorious. What cards can we get? Reckless Aid. Apply 15 armor to an ally. Active character and the ally both gain Winded. Winded. Lose 1 stamina for every stack of Winded. Then Winded is removed. Flanking Strike. Deal weapon damage. Deal weapon damage. If the only opponent in lane, deal plus 10 damage. Okay. Natural selection. If the target opponent has more health than the active character, draw a card. If less health, discard a card. I'm not sure which of those would be better, but I think flanking strike can be really good. Enter the city. A small hatchway leads into a damp, dark chamber behind the city wall. For House Blackfoot. You open the hatch and enter the city. Foes block your path. You can't move this way without a fight. Take their blood for House Landon. 2 people attacking the bear. Great. Deal 6 damage. If active character is front rank, deal +4 damage. Select a target. If the position behind them is vacant, move them to it. I'm gonna break you, which in turn would let me then just strike you, killing you. Can then do this. And then do your solid footing, giving you tons of armor. Right. So armor is definitely very important. Light armor. Start of each combat, gain 6 armor. Gain 1 stamina point every turn. Medium armor. Start combat with 14 armor. Oh, so that's why they've got the difference in stamina. It's not because a bear has naturally got more stamina, it's because... yeah. Interesting. If I apply this to you, you can then swap to the back, which I think means you should avoid it, but then I can then press this, discard a guard, giving me all that, allowing me to then kill this guy, and then just to be safe, you can do that. I don't know why you were hit. Deal 8 damage. If only opponent in lane, deal +10 damage. Doesn't that mean you die? That's a really good execute ability. No mercy. I like that. That's just a solid, easy damage card. Select a target. If the position in front of them is vacant, move them forward into it. Alright, what do we have now? Dogged. It's not about how hard you can hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and get back up. Dogged. Start your next combat with 15 armor. Okay. Crazy Weasel. The weasel babbles at passerby, splattering them with spittle from his foaming mouth. He's clearly alarmed but struggling to make sense. Intelligence. You find a letter from your superiors detailing important information concerning the enemy. Let's try the weasel. That sounds fun. The Crazy Weasel. The Crazy Weasel babbles at you, and with a manic grin on its face, before spluttering into a fit of coughs. Want a change? A piece of yourself? Weezy can help. Metamorphosis. Transformer skill. Okay, sure. What skill do I want to transform? Let's transform a regular strike. Choose a card. Discard all ruin cards. Draw that many. Gain 10 armor, draw a card. And withdraw. I think I'll take the prey. Interesting. Large crowd. Heavy patrol. So the large crowd blocks me. You're a combat, which looks quite big and nasty. Off-duty guards. These silly louts reek of booze and other wicked activities. Leave them to their devices and they'll probably pass out. But you could brush them aside if need. On expiring spawns drunken guards. But it looks like I can't get past them otherwise without attacking the heavy patrol. So I feel they're more important. Intriguing, intriguing. 8 damage to all people on the front row. You know what? Fine. Decent enough. Now I can play the No Mercy, instantly killing the mouse. Then you press the guard to get armor, and then you can do a bleeding strike. I should have probably done the charge, because that would have killed him this turn. So now all I need to do is worry about killing this guy. There we go. And now, because of the fact you're going to bleed out... yeah. Okay, so things like buffs, debuffs are very important. Distraction, unplayable. When this card is discarded by a character, choose an ally to apply 14 armor, or an opponent to deal 18 damage to armor. Huh. Okay. Sure, I can work with that, I think. Characters leveled up, and here we can see their equipment. What does the shield do? Shield gives them the round shield ability, getting them the ability to take cover. And the longsword gives you the attack all enemies. Okay. I think initially the first thing I should upgrade is stamina, just because it gives us more stuff. So what are your options here? Eager Strike. Deal 6 damage twice. Select another ally. They gain stamina. Master at Arms. Move this character's primary and secondary weapon cards to your hand. Cool. Lightning Strikes. Deal 4 damage 3 times. Gain 3. Retaliate. If this breaks the target's armor, refund card. Retaliate. When this character receives damage from an attack, they deal damage equal to the stacks of Retaliate back. Attackers using ranged weapons are not affected. Removed at the start of their next turn. That is a really powerful card, but you don't have the stamina to use it. The Eager Strike seems quite supportive. As for the bear, I'm going to look at his card before I decide what ability I want to give him. All or nothing. This character gains half their defense as charge. All opponents gain 1 rage. Banish. Rage. This character... whenever this character deals damage, that damage is doubled. Ticks down by 1 at the start of each turn. That seems kind of bad. Bull's Charge deals weapon damage. If the target has moved this combat, apply 6 bleed and 3 vulnerable. Take 25% more damage. Improvise. Pick any card from your draw pile and place it at the top of your pile. Banish. I'm gonna go with the Improvise. I still have no idea how to properly play this game, so... Fight or Flight. Enter an elite combat. The way looks clear. Or does it? Well, fuck me. Fucking screw it. There you are! A voice declares as you emerge from the shifting back alley. Run them down! I've got a bad feeling about this. Enter the elite fight. You know what? We have to try it once. Enter the elite fight.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Pray. Yeah, I think I might need to. Okay. Go. I am certain we are fucked. Bear, can you order him to take cover, please? And maybe he will manage to not get hit. Okay. Go. Yeah, these elite fights do not joke around, it seems. Alright, you want a Fury. Or use your charge. Fuck. Why can't you use that? Oh, it's because I did the pacified first. Fuck me. I'm an idiot. Right, you're doing 10 damage and applying 2 vulnerable. Oh, goody. Improvise. There's nothing in my draw pile. My improvise was pointless. Oh, goody. I love wasting my time. Okay. Let's go. Because we're likely pecked. Right. Ender Guardsman, Ender Crossbowman, Billman. 18 damage! Oh, goody! I actually can't survive that. Well, I think we game over already. I'm guessing you're telling me I can't use that because the guy's dead. I couldn't kick him. What a nice way, good use of turn. Not that it even matters in the slightest, because... Well, bye guys. Huh, I'm alive. I am somehow alive. And you're not attacking. Impressive. Well, now I'm dead. Note to self, don't try elite fights. Jesus Christ. Weapons unlock. These cards will spawn in future campaigns. Be sure to look out for them in the future. Bill Hook. Oh, don't show me then. Can be recruited from caverns. Okay. Interesting. Unlocked at level 7. So I have a long way to go before I've got any chance of ever hoping to win this. But either way, that was very quick, and we clearly need to try again. Weapons. You see a few discarded weapons thrown on the floor. It'll take some time to find any that are usable. Gained Dogness. Helping Hand. A hooded figure emerges from the shadows, startling you for a moment. They reveal a friendly token and offer you something for the road. Frankly, I want to go for weapons just because I want to get new weapons. What have we got? Warhammer. Apply 13 damage. Apply 2 vulnerable and 2 bleed. If the target is already vulnerable, apply 2 overwhelm. For every stack of overwhelm, this character receives 25% more damage from attacks, removed at the start of this character's turn. Okay. Mace. Not 8 damage. If target has armor, double damage. I like that. I actually really like that. I think I like that more than the hatchet, honestly. And then I think I'll definitely take the Warhammer, because it's more damage than the Longsword. Longsword's AoE, but the Warhammer just hits harder, which means more death. So, Forgotten Tunnel. Enter combat. Yada yada. We can't be here, but we are! Let's go. Beat down the guards. For House Landon! Wait, so the hatchet weapons, the attacks for weapons I don't have equipped appear even if they're in the stash. Interesting. Preparation. At the start of your turn, draw an additional card for every stack of preparation. Ticks down 1 every turn. I honestly see that being very useful, because that means I have options. Now let us enter the city and see where it takes us. To combat! But of course, who would have guessed? Ooh, we're against rogues. Scoundrel. At least the card vanishes if we can't use it. Oh, if only I had one more attack card right now. I also miscalculated. Fuck. Okay. Losing health to bleed at this point is actually really annoying. Because our health is definitely limited. Wildfire. Deal 4 damage to the opponent party. Deal damage equal to the stacks of crippled on the opponent. We don't have the ability to do that. Let's just take the Vanguard. Because all of us are on the front row at the moment. Okay, large crowd. Can't do anything. Kilderkin. A weasel and an otter skittishly haul a barrel through the crowds, deftly dodging each passerby. High spirits. A welcome boost to morale. Take a pause to reflect on what you've accomplished. Yes, we have achieved a couple of fights. We are on our way to glory. Let's buy cards. Ah! The Yeezel well, stopping abruptly. What's that cobble on your left foot? Terribly set. Makes you wonder where the tax goes. You point to a small crack in the side of the barrel, which is leaking a thin stream of crimson powder on the street. The other otter gasps, quickly plugging it with a crude wedge of a cork. Thanks, friend. Could have lost a leg to that. Powder's a tricky business. He nods to the weasel who rests the barrel on the ground and unplugs 3 corks, each revealing a different color of powder. Say, you in need of any? Okay, so we get different abilities. Red powder. Deal 5 damage to the rank. Oh, and apply Overwhelm, which means they receive more damage. This, which means they receive Cripple. When this character moves, they take damage equal to the stacks of Cripple. So Cripple only really applies if you're trying to do a lot of, like, move them about. And then Vulnerable. So, in theory, isn't the pink powder just better than the red powder? Because red powder, for every stack of Overwhelm, this character receives 25% more damage from attacks. Vulnerable. This character receives 25% more damage from attacks. Ticks down by 1 each turn, whereas this is removed at the start of the character's turn. Oh no, it's for every stack they take more 20. So I guess it's really a case of, do you want to go with the big burst damage for basically double damage immediately, or like constant vulnerability? And I'm not more of a burst person. Blackfoot agents. Another pair of Blackfoot agents move onwards through the street. You recognize them from Blackchurch. They'll deal with any trouble you'd rather not. Weapon cache. A small chest with crow's foot engraved on the back of the lock. Equipment stowed in advance. It'll take some time to gear up. Sure. You quietly haul the chest to a nearby alley and unlock it. You'd best take a look what's inside. Oh, that's a lot of options. Superior medium armor. Superior heavy armor. Heavy shield. Gain 15 armor in anticipation. Reduce the incoming damage of this character. Reduce the incoming damage to this character to 0. Well, I'm taking the superior medium at the very least, because that seems stupid not to grab. Falchion. If the opponent has no armor, apply 5 bleed. Ooh, that could work quite well. And in fact, I think that works better than this great sword, this warhammer, quite frankly. Because then he can also have the shield. Superior heavy armor. That looks god tier, but it's also completely useless at the moment. Start each combat with 38 armor and gain 10 each round. That feels like that could win fights, but at the same time, we only have 2 stamina at the moment, so we can't use it. So I'll take the heavy armor in anticipation, and yeah. I just like the falchion, because that looks like it can just kill people. And the damage between it and the warhammer are very minimal. Plus, giving the bear the heavy shield will help a lot, I think. Okay. Combat. Oh, who would have guessed? But we need combat for what? Why are we fighting peasants, and why are the peasants stronger than the pecking guards? This was a big mistake on my part. I was attacking the wrong peasant. Ow. Big ow. Right, that peasant's now dead. Jostle. Moves the target to a random position on the other rank. Okay. You bleed. You move back. And now we get a hell of a bunch of cards, including this red powder, which gives him Overwhelm, meaning he should take a hell of a lot more damage. Jesus, nice. Toe-to-toe. Gain toe-to-toe. Whenever this character attacks an opponent on the same lane, gain 6 armor. Seems useful. I'll grab that. Moving on. First things we do, level up our stamina. I don't care. The stamina seems the most important thing to level up first. What do we get? Tempering. If this character has charge, lose all charge and draw 2 cards. Pick 1 card from your discard to move to your hand. Gain exertion. The next card this character plays is banished. Outnumbered. Deal weapon damage. If opponent has no allies on rank, deal weapon damage twice more. Okay. That sounds decent. What about the bear? What can we get with the bear? The bear looks like they need a lot of stamina for all their abilities. Pulverize. Deal weapon damage +5. If this breaks the target's defense, deal weapon damage again. Gain 2 winded. Deal. Sure. Quick round. Heal party 50%. I might need that. Decoy. Select a card, move it to this lane, +1 to its counter. You find yourself faced with a hard situation. If you set up a distraction, you might be able to make it work. Knife merchant. Buy cards. So if I decoy and apply it to the quick round, that gives me time to do stuff. I can do a combat, or I can just gain XP. Sparring partner. Increase stats. Merchant in trouble. Oh, I don't have enough money for the sparring partner. So, you know what? I'll take the quick round. Interesting. Fight or flight. Enter an elite fight. No. The scoundrel confiscates your purse from under you. Crossroads. The street branches in front of you. It will be difficult to come back through the bustling crowd. Clear street to this depth. Okay. And then we get a combat. I don't know what that symbol means. Let's go with this combat. I think I shouldn't have gone with this combat. Okay. Go. I only need to hit you once and you die. What if you got Fury? At turn end, this character gains charge equal to the stacks of Fury. Ow! Deal damage to the rank. Oh, okay. Hold up. You guys are the ones attacking now. This guy's actually dead because of the fact there's 2 rounds, so he can't attack. If we put red powder there, and then slice him, he dies. Nice. Next, you can use this. Be able to do that. And then you might as well just start attacking these guys. Cool. Pulverize. I think that should kill you. Yeah, that ability is definitely worth it. Okay. Let's go. So you just are gaining tons and tons of stuff now. I think this should attack you 3 times? Yep. Equipment. Ooh, what equipment? A bow! Huh. And it's got 2 different options. So what is this? Bow, longbow. Up 10 damage. Apply vulnerable. If the opponent already has vulnerable, deal double damage instead. And expert bows. Summon 2 rapid fires. Rapid fire. Deal 5 damage twice. So a total of 20 damage. And I don't think I've got a good way of applying banish vulnerable right now. I mean, I could with the Warhammer and whatnot, but I'm definitely going to take the expert bow. I just don't think I'm going to equip it yet. I think I'd rather get someone else. Sunder. Deal 5 damage to armor. For every 2 stacks of vulnerable on the opponent, deal an extra 15 damage to armor. I'll take a momentum, but I'm not taking the rest. Most ranged opponents have a sticky target. You can't evade their attacks by moving. Good to know. Good to know. Right, what do we get? Hesitation. On expiring, party takes 5 damage. There's not a moment to lose. Hesitate and you're going to take a beating. Tackle it head on and you're just about to get away. Gain a random upgrade token. I have no idea what the hell that means. But I don't want to take 5 damage. I don't really have much choice. Damn. Sage. Modify your deck. Blackfoot Stash. A chance to offload. Interesting. Alter. A humble cinderwood shrine. A chance to improve. Well, you last 2 turns, so it's a chase of offload or improve. And I think I would rather improve. You've navigating some narrow shortcuts when you hear a crash behind you. One of your party has stumbled through a rotten wooden wall. You peer in and see a humble cedarwood shrine. Smells like home. There's no signs of inhabitants. The candles are fleshly lit. But who erected it? Choose a character for that's 15 max vitality. Well, I'm choosing the bear because he's got less armor. Combat or Sage? I'm gonna wear the Sage just because I want to see what it is. You approach the ancient figure, who looks older than the knotted wooden walking stick he leans on. Some florins for a wise fellow, he croaks in a slow, faint voice. Gain a skill, remove a card, re-roll a talent. Sure, what does gain a skill mean? Oh, it means just gain a card. Right, okay. Deep Strike, deal 5 damage. If the opponent is in the back rank, deal 4 damage plus 4 per character's level. Scaling, I like it. Transform all ruin cards in your deck and discard piles into random skills. Rotate. I'll take the Deep Strike. Right, what do we get? A helping hand, provisions, combat, or a heavy patrol. So that's what that sign means. That means basically it's a heavy patrol. Okay. And we have fought one of those now, so I think we can. But let's get the helping hand and see what the provisions are about. A hooded figure stops in your path. May the wind always be at your back. Rearguard. If the active character is in the back, deal 6 damage. Front rank party gains 6 armor for every character on the back rank. Interesting. Apply 3 poison or pink powder. I like the AoE, I'm not going to lie. And the rows rise up to meet you. Crossroads. Clear the streets to this depth. Okay. Overzealous guards. A pair of guardsmen are rounding on a black bear. Sure, let's see what that is. We might be able to recruit someone. You hear 2 guardsmen hurling verbal abuse at a local black bear. She's a spy! They leer. You can see her becoming visibly distressed when they begin to wave their weapons, threatening. Show them a real spy. Show them a real spy. Oh wow, you're pretty elite, but there's only one of you. And I think I should be able to kill this guy with this. Yes. Let's overwhelm you. And then you can deal all the bonus stuff. Oh my god, you're almost dead. Wow, and you give me no pecking whatchamacallit moves. The miserable prick has 4 HP left. Can we just kill him? Please. Yeah, sure, throw some powder on him. Pincer. Deal 8 damage, apply 2 charge to another ally. Very useful on the little rodent. I'll take the pincer, thank you. You hear a yelp after the short but bloody scuffle concludes. I wasn't here. I don't know you. I didn't see you. She runs off. Yeah, I would agree with that. I don't think I should bother taking the streets. So, what have we got? Tavern. Hire members. Monastery. Heal up. Smithy. Provisions. I wish. It's not fair. I also shouldn't have touched that. A safe house for you and your fellow loyalists. Slip through here to enter the next street. It's a trap. You're awaiting brothers slain. A few elite enders triumphantly brandish their weapons in a dim light. All exits are covered. There's one way out. Through them. Right. Fight Sledge. Who the hell is Sledge? Sledge. Okay. Well, our bear is taking a lot of damage, that's for sure. Well, you've got less health, so I think you're the worry. Okay. Ow. My poor bear. I'm so happy I gave him such a max HP increase. There's no way for me to really kill things this time. Because of these stupid attacks you just gave me. Okay. So you're gonna cut across and you take 1 damage. You're gonna get hit, and I don't think you'll take any. You'll take 1 damage as well. I'm sorry, you weren't attacking him. What the hell? Shrug it off. Every time this character receives more than 15 damage from an attack, they gain 3 charge and 5 bolster. Okay. Alright, let's see. I can do pink powder, making them vulnerable. I can overwhelm. I can have you kick him. You can then deep strike. And then, frankly, you probably need to use solid footing just so that you can get your armor that you need. Yeah, you need to activate your special ability right now. And then rush. Deals the damage to a random position. Oh, bloody hell. Wait, you're not attacking, I don't think, because he's attacking. Right, that guy's dead. So they've basically just lost their team. And then I don't think there's much else I can do, because I don't want to use the other ability yet. Right. Right. You. Winged mace. Now you've got a crap ton of charge on you, as if you didn't have enough of that. Great. I think the bear is dead.
No!